Hi guys, Jason Smith here. Welcome to the AskGolfNut channel. I've been asked a few times now to do a grip video, so here it is. And we're going to be doing what I like to call the KISS method. I like KISS method, keep it simple, stupid, and I've used it a lot. Why? Because generally speaking, when you're talking about golfers, general normal golfers who struggle to play golf every week, let alone practice 3 or 4 times, trying to keep your movements, trying to keep everything as simple as possible is the best way to keep consistency, or at least some amount of it. Old school teaching has always been neutral grip was thumb straight down. So the gloved hand, the top hand, it doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed, that's always been thumb down the grip. That's always known. I've got a lambkin here, and if you've got Golf Pride, it would say Golf Pride, but it's basically all the way down the grip, face straight down there. The problem with that, and if I do that for me, I get a kind of an interesting face delivery. I'll show you what I mean. So grip, here we go. This feels really, really weird. And we'll go do exactly what we normally do, but we'll hit with this grip. Yep, that's exactly what happens. Decent, pretty, tree. Get a tree. Path is 0 and face, there you go, 9 open. That's, as you can see, fairly poor. That's going right massively. Loft is 35 degrees on a 32 degree head. So I'm adding loft because of face axis twist. As soon as you open the face, as in this way through shaft axis twist, you compromise loft. Doesn't matter if you close or open, you compromise loft. And so as you can see, it's not hitting a target, not hitting any form of target. It's 36 yards offline, fairly poor. If you have this grip, because you've been told neutral grip is thumbs straight down, you'll find the golfer then will naturally do every single thing they possibly can do to get that face looking at target. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter how badly they strike it, doesn't matter how they compromise delivery, they will try their utmost. Straight, here we go. This is again, I just feel so weird doing this. They'll do everything they can do to get that golf club, that face looking to target. That's a better job, still face open, but you can see, better job. What am I doing there? Path is now across. That's an interesting one. Chicken and the egg, we'll get to that. Face is only open by 2.4 now. And loft is 35 degrees still. So the loft is still there. So the face is still open. It's just what I've done, you can see my angle attack now, rather than say 3 down, I think the one before that was. This is now 0.2 up. That's why I'm hitting low on the face, because I can't hit up on the golf ball and hit the middle, because obviously unless I want to go through the floor first to get to the middle, I'm either gonna thin it or fat it. That's what happens when you hit up at the golf ball. But you can see what I'm doing is effectively I'm closing the face by delivering this. I'm getting my delivery, my hands is getting overtaken by the golf club. And of course, you can see no different if you drag the handle forward or let the handle go, you can change loft. Now I have got an open face because I'm delivering with a, what they say neutral, it's not neutral to me, an open face. So then I'm countering it by doing that. And I've done an okay job, 2.4, but I'm now starting to come across. So now I'm starting to come across with a face which is open. It's gone carry 148 yards, which is not very far. It's going 37 yards in the air and 52 degrees descent angle. So it's functional, absolutely functional. But I am losing a boatload of distance and control on the basis that of my grip is just wrong. And you can see the compromise that I'm doing to try and get that golf ball to some form of target. I compromise my angle attack, I compromise my path, I compromise my loft, I compromise my strike, everything. And this is what golfers do all the time. So this is the KISS method. This is the easy method of trying to work out what kind of grip you should have. And this is not going to be right for everybody. What I'm saying is, this is a baseline. For people that don't know, this is the baseline to start from. I'm not saying that this is going to be like the rule book, you must do this from now on. Start from here and then work with it. Yeah, don't just naturally gravitate to, the book says you need to be there. As you can see there already, it's causing a world of pain. Yes, you want to be in the fingers, always you want the grip to be in the fingers. What I mean by that is a lot of people, they put the golf club down by the golf ball and they'll naturally just grip it. Well, that puts you up into the palms. Bad, just doesn't work. Great for putting, because when you do like that, obviously it has a tendency to keep the wrists out of play. Well, that's great for a putter because you want a stable club face. In a golf swing, you need the face to be able to release. Can't release if it's the wrong parts. Well, the tip is on this one. As soon as you finish, walk up to the golf ball, find out what golf club you want, you've got your bag there. Pick it up out of the golf bag, it's vertical. Grab the golf club while it's vertical. You can see if the face is straight, it's not open, it's not closed. You can see if the face is straight, and grip it while it's vertical. Go straight into the fingers. How we do the kiss method. Right, put the golf club by the side or in front of you, it doesn't matter. You can put it on the floor, it doesn't matter. And if you stand there and naturally just allow your arms just to go floppy, effectively, hanging down, but they're going floppy. Can you see the angle of my arms or my hands? They're turning inwards slightly, so my thumbs are turning inwards. Now, generally what you'll find on this, and I've noticed it throughout the years, is that builders, people which are more manual, people that go down the gym, that skip back day and just do chest like men do, they have a tendency to have rounded shoulders a little bit, so they're more rounded this way. And as your shoulders round, they have a tendency to move the arms, rotate them inwards. And so that's your normal. That's absolutely your normal. No different to someone who's a bit more neutral. They'll have their shoulders pulled back a little bit, and you can see what happens to my hands. They rotate to more neutral, old school neutral. But as you rotate this way, they become stronger. Or when I say stronger, I don't mean stronger. I mean, see, from a golf grip point of view, that is strong, that is weak. But yeah. And so for me, because I'm slightly rounded in my shoulders, I'll let my hands go. You can see there they go in. Now, if I go grab this golf club in the neutral, for me weak, neutral position, that thumb, get that grip nice and straight, that thumb straight down there. Agree? Yeah, no problem. And if I was to do this, you can see, I can guess where it's looking. I'm guessing it's not looking that way, as in that's where my effective target would be. Yeah, it's looking open, and it is. Why? Because my hands want to release to normal. And if you're thinking about in the golf swing where your hands are going to go for rotation, at the bottom of the golf swing, they are going to want to be in their neutral position before they then release through in rotation that way. And so what you'll find is if I hit shots like this, no different to the first ones, that face is massively open, and I'm going to hit a exaggerated fade, we'll call it. So what I have to do, I have to understand that I have to not grip it down there. I have to rotate my grip, stronger grip. Again, don't mean white knuckles kind of idea. I just mean we have to rotate the grip around, still in the fingers, and so you can see more knuckles. Yeah, before when it's down the thumbs like that, I can only see my top knuckle here. I can't see anything else. As soon as I start rotating my grip to around where I'm happy, where I'm happier, feels more comfortable for me, I can now start seeing much more in the way of knuckles. That's the important thing. How does that mean when we get into the right amount of knuckles? It means when you do the same thing and you go like this, you've got a face which is now in line with where you want to go. And that's in its neutral position for you or for me. But if you do that, it'll be in its neutral position for you. That is a great baseline to start from, because if you've got a decent-ish grip, yeah, and from the point of view it's understand that's neutral for you, you can then get down to the golf ball and then work on your swing with a club face control which is much more neutral for you. So you can hopefully deliver a golf club which is much more straighter, much more rotated. If anything, I'm a fraction over rotated on that one on the basis because I've been working on doing these swings when it comes to that. Angle attack is straight down, 2.4 down. Club speed, no different, 89 miles an hour. My path is still 1 degree from the inside. My face now slightly, if anything, slightly over rotated. But loft is now down to 28 degrees, which is much more where we want a 32 degree head. We want it around about 4 degrees, give or take. And then you can see, apart from being fractionally low on the face, we are talking 37 yards in the air and 50 degrees descent angle. And I'm carry of 168, approximately like 20 or so longer than on my previous one. I know, it's silly. But that's what can happen when it comes to something that's really, really simple with grip. And remember this also, last final little thing, driver or anything like that. With everything that's moving faster, shafts are longer and stuff like that, there is a more of a propensity to leave the face slightly open because of, as the golf club gets longer, shaft gets longer, you start swinging, the body goes faster, leaves the hands behind. That's been well documented through even the best players in the world that have done that. And so sometimes you do need to think about operating a slightly stronger grip, so rotating it a fraction more for the driver to compensate for the fact that that face might be lagging behind a fraction. That's just natural. It may happen, may not, depending on the golfer, but basically that is the way. It's a simple method. It is very, very simple for you to do. It needs, all you to do is put yourself in this position, wiggle your arms, nice and floppy, see where your position are, if they are this way, or if your shoulders are more not so rounded and more back because of the fact that you didn't skip back day in the gym. And then you can have an idea of exactly where you are in your grip. If you then do the same thing when it comes to just gripping where you think, wibble your hands, and if you look down at yourself and the golf club is going where you want it to go, you've got an idea of that grip position, wherever it is, however many knuckles you can see. When you get down by the golf ball and you see how many knuckles, that is your neutral position for you. And then you can tweak and tinker from that position. But that's a position from neutral, not going down that route and hitting shots everywhere, massively open faces, then encouraging paths that go across, poor angle attacks, poor loft delivery, poor strikes, and making golf just harder than it needs to be. So, hope you liked the video. If you did, go on, thumbs up, YouTube likes, so do I. Down there is a subscribe button. It's free. It's great for the channel if you could subscribe to it. Thank you. And next to that is a bell icon. That's a notification bell. If you click that one, that will notify you next time I upload another video. So I hope you're well, and we'll see you again soon.